Welcome, listeners.
To another great episode of Two Beers and a Mic. Today,
Almost
we have no George.
for the third time in a
Third
row.
time in a row. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Jeez.
It's tough, man. Get back here. Do your job.
That's just like how many vacation days can you take?
Literally.
I mean, how many you need?
One a year.
I know he's not doing anything right now. He's not working, that's for sure.
No. What time is it?
No.
2:30?
Yeah.
2:40? They're almost
Probably
done.
3. Yeah, he probably is done. Probably checking stocks because he checks it every 10 minutes. Freaking dummy.
Or
Although,
sports bets.
his one stock in his stable coin has gone from
I did see that.
62 opening. I think when he bought it, 68 maybe. It's at like 189.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So he had bought 2 originally,
Nice.
and now I think he's in again at almost 3.
Nice.
So
Let's see what it is right now.
yeah, it's called Circle stablecoin, and apparently the Senate just passed a bill that helps out that coin. I don't know the exact something about crypto. Here. Let's see here. Senate bill.
But this is another great episode of Two Beers and a Mic. Here we go. Hey guys.
How you doing there, bud?
Doing good.
Can't say buds. Not
Can't say
plural.
buds.
We only got one
It is
bud
just
here
me.
today. The Senate bill that helped it out was the Genius Act, a bill focused on regulating stablecoins. So literally perfect for it. This legislation establishes a federal framework for stablecoins, a type of cryptocurrency typically pegged to a fiat currency like the US dollar. The bill aims to provide regulatory clarity and consumer protections within the stablecoin market. I have no idea what any of that just meant. Something about the dollar, something about something.
Something about something. I can't remember. What was its
Ticker?
ticker?
CRCL?
Circle, that's right.
Why it's significant. This is the first major piece of federal legislation regulating digital assets. So now people won't be as scared to invest in something like cryptocurrency.
Right.
Specifically stablecoins. It's seen as a win for the crypto industry, which has been advocating for clear regulation. So now, man, you wouldn't think people would be voting for rules, but I guess it helps them out.
Maybe.
I guess. I don't know. It's over my head.
No joke.
He literally texted me today and he goes, yeah, the last time we recorded, or I was there to record, we were literally talking about it. And then I think he bought it like, maybe that he had bought it earlier that day or later that day. And he's like, I wish I'd have bought like 10,000 worth. It'd be like 30,000 right now.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
yeah, well, could also be nothing right now.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the problem is like things like that are coins or currencies that drop once every 25 years.
Yeah.
So it's not going to happen again anytime soon. Most likely, I would say. I mean, I'm not a crypto professional by any means, but
speaking to our crypto professional, George, he said Walmart and Amazon have been toying with releasing their own variation of a stable coin.
interesting.
Yeah,
one that you could always probably or only use in their store.
I think that's what I thought. Now, Amazon, they would have the means to probably create one that could be used nationwide. But the goal, apparently, with these coins is to get rid of the percentages taken out on credit cards that people use at grocery stores and stuff like that. So, like, if Amazon wanted to do it, instead of paying, I mean, I'm sure they have a massive deal with all the, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, all those different credit platforms that they don't have to pay like the typical, for tactical trunk or whatever. Like I think we pay like 2.7% plus 9 cents or something like that. They probably pay like 0.9 or like 1.5 or something like that. Like Costco.
Right.
Costco only accepts Visa because I'm sure they have a deal with them that they have probably a smoking deal. Or maybe they have no percentage at all. And it just says, hey, more people will get Visas because more people want to shop at Costco. I don't know.
That's very true.
I wonder if we can look that up. Anyway, but But yeah, Amazon and Walmart are toying with releasing their own that would get rid of these percentage rates that credit companies charge,
I think I'd be down
right?
for sure. I wish I could work out a deal to where I didn't get charged, 3.5%
It'd be
on
nice.
my invoices. Yeah,
People pay with American Express, and you're like, of course it's higher than the rest. It's typically how
I
it
don't
goes.
know. I don't notice it if they do.
Really?
But So, and maybe it's just because I don't look hard enough at it like that. Probably
Yeah.
should.
Well, and I know recently that it's come back down. Like I think even with our stuff, the tactical trunk stuff, I think they don't. It's not a different percentage, but I know for like the longest time, people wouldn't accept American Express because they came out the gate and being like, yeah, we're gonna do like a 4.1%
Right.
charge off of credit cards, and it made people hard to make money off of their revenue and stuff like that. Because I mean, who knows? You're selling something for $10, maybe trying to sell it for 15, and all of a sudden you have an extra 40 cents or something like that being taken out of it. That sucks.
Right. No joke.
Like screws your margins up.
For sure.
So, well, this was the boring part of this podcast, talking about crypto. We had a guy comment on one of our YouTubes asking some wild question. Let's shout him out really quick. As I pull this up, Stone, how's your day been since getting back from sea?
Sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking A. I have to get my wisdom teeth taken out. I found out yesterday.
No.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like pushing.
Can I go? Oh no, I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah, you are gonna be
Dang
gone.
it.
They're pushing my teeth like in, and so it's rearranging my teeth, and so my retainer doesn't fit anymore. And so, and plus two, it's kind of gross, but there's a little bit of like a tooth rot.
Oh.
In the back because like food will
cute.
get stuck or whatever.
Yeah.
Really nasty thing. But anyways, I am curious to know if like my breath will smell any different. Because like I haven't ever been told, and I've asked Kennedy, like, does my breath smell bad or anything? Because they said that it could come along with that. And she was like, no, like that would literally be the biggest ick ever. I was like, okay, fair enough.
Cool.
So yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
But I do have to get them out. Otherwise it could potentially spread to like the other teeth, and then I'd have to get like root canals.
Ooh.
Oh, dude.
Those are the worst. Go to Mexico for those. You get them like half off.
That's what I heard. But I also heard that there were some other things you had to go through in order to get there. So
that's fair.
Yeah. No, it's not bad though. So it's gonna end up being like $2,200 though.
It's not terrible.
No, I thought it was gonna be closer to like 35.4.
Ooh.
But thankfully it's not. So maybe because I told him I didn't have insurance.
Yeah.
I don't have insurance.
Insurance is a scam. I learned that. I don't know if I said this on this podcast before, but
I think we had talked about it how
it's BS.
Yeah, how the like one guy had went in or something like that and got what it would be without insurance, and it was cheaper than what it would be with insurance.
Yeah, when I had my neck surgery, I walked in and they asked if I was paying out of pocket or insurance, and I said out of pocket. They said good, and I said why good, and they were like, well, if you were paying with insurance, the fee would be $12,000. You'd pay typically a $10,000 deductible, and then the rest would be covered by insurance. Your insurance would go up, yada yada yada. Because you're paying out of pocket, we are only going to charge you $7,000.
Dang.
So there's a cash discount or like a pay out of pocket discount. Well, I'm saving $3,000 paying out of pocket. Then if I did insurance and had insurance and paid for it this whole time,
Yeah.
I'd have a $10,000 deductible that I have to pay,
Yeah.
along with my insurance going up because I had $2,000 left over.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I mean, obviously for like major medical issues, insurance is the way to go. But things like what you're talking about, like out of pocket, I bet they would have charged $5,500, maybe $6,000,
especially in Dallas.
Yeah, for something like that. Just because someone's paying with insurance.
Just to pull my teeth.
We have a little. So we have Tate on a FSA account. So we've been putting money into it or she's been putting money into it out of her checks every month, and we wanted to activate the card because we were like, it's use it because we have to use it or we lose it.
Right.
And we go and we call the card, and they're like, it looks like your account was deactivated by DISD. And I'm like, those whores. And so I'm like, she's still getting paid. We're still paying into this account, and I have no money. Right. And they're like, well, that might not be the case. Like, let me see what's up. So then they have us call the credit, like the actual card company or something, or maybe no, it was DISD benefits or something like that. We called them. They're like, yeah, so let me check on your account, blah, 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 blah. They check. They're like, oh, we transferred to a different service. So they took the money out, put it into a different one. But we have this card that now we have to wait for a new card to show up because they decided to move. Apparently, they sent the new card to our old address. It was never activated, so don't have to worry about that. But
there you go.
like, I think we have like 2 months to spend $1,200 on health related items.
Nice.
So
wouldn't be the worst.
It's not the worst in the world.
Chiropractor, massage.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go get some new contacts. Might get an Aura ring. Who knows? Or one of the whatever
that is for your
ultra
health.
human rings. Those are FSA covered. I could go get peptides. I got
Pepto-Bismol.
I got a friend from the chamber that does peptide. You would probably love doing peptides. It's like it's like
Tums?
it's like no, it's do you know what peptides are?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Like shooting.
Yeah, shooting. Yeah. It's like it's clean test, basically. But it's for all different types of stuff. So I was like, muscle growth. I need some titty growth.
I need some bicep growth. I think if you have bigger arms, it helps the rest of your body.
100%.
Yeah. If you had my arms, you'd be fucked.
Done.
If I had your arms, I'd look yacked, but I have my arms.
I was like, as far as genetics go from dad, he gave me this birdcage chest, so I can't really build muscle there, and I might just not have my adult chest
I've
yet.
seen some birdcage chest, dude, and it's bad.
Yeah. So I've tried my hardest to work on these titties. You know, I want to take these titties to Titty City at the gym every once in a while. But the one thing he gave me was traps, although that's kind of killing me right now because it makes everything that I wear look boxy.
No.
Yeah, because now I have these giant like pieces right here, but then my outer shoulder looks small. You know what I mean?
You're preaching
like,
to the choir, brother.
No, you have some pretty good shoulders.
My shoulders, I'm just, I don't know. I got to work on them, dude. We weren't blessed with good shoulders. Really good anything. My legs are what I see going first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta start working them out again.
Start doing some leg extensions.
Yeah. Something.
What's your least favorite lift?
Squats.
Yes, absolutely. I'm with you.
Without
I don't even do. You know, they say like squats for people like over the age of like 24. It's like not healthy because like you could really the pros and cons. So like one of squats and deadlifts. So like one of my dad's friend, Thad, who's a bodybuilder, he said,
like it.
Yeah, right. Dude's jacked.
Mm-hmm.
Bro's like 50 and he's like phenomenal shape.
Right.
He said, because my mom was asking him questions about it, and he was like, yeah, like the pros and cons, like the cons heavily outweigh the pros.
Yeah.
When it comes to deadlift, because you can mess stuff up.
Yeah. I take that back. I didn't hate deadlift in college. I hated squats in college.
Yeah.
Just because I sucked at them.
I'm just not flexible enough to get, you know.
I'm
pretty strong. I just
the leg press.
I like the pendulum. So it's like you're kind of at an angle, right? And there's like a big platform that you put your feet on, and it's kind of like this. And then the pendulum, it's basically it's allowing you to do squats, but it's on your back.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it's just kind of like sideways squats, but it allows you to keep that. It allows you to do the exact same form, but keep your heels on the ground because I can't keep my heels on the ground because my ankle mobility.
And that's when you mess up your knees. Is when you start getting on your toes,
dude. When I tried doing, is it called trap squat? The one that just goes vertically down instead of So one time I was in the gym. I probably put like not even a lot of weight on, like maybe like 245s on each side, and I was like trying to do these squats. Dude, my knee like twinged. And then I like had to push up with my other leg. And I was like, nope, done. Because that could have been. That's like my worst fear.
Yeah, bro. Especially like now, like that I have to work outside and everything and training dogs. If I lose my knees, I'm done. I'm so done.
What would you, how really, like, God forbid, right? But like, knock on wood. But like, your ACL goes. Wild thing. Like, we're playing basketball on the cruise.
Dude, that's what I was worried about.
ACL goes.
Yeah.
How do you do your daily I was worried about that.
I wouldn't be
If
able
I
to.
ever broke a bone and had to go travel and like do installs.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. Literally, I would have to tell clients to come pick up their dog,
Yeah.
and I mean, yeah, especially a leg, no
Oh,
shot.
you get one of those. You get an off road.
I could do that. One of those quiet cats. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I could definitely do that.
that'd be sick.
Yeah, that's a possibility. So, and by that time, I mean it's either lose all your income or
Yeah,
$6,000 for the quiet cat.
you just tell old head honcho over there. Just say, hey, I can't do my job and make you money if I don't have this piece of equipment.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
you're gonna have to comp it.
That's what I'm saying.
At least give you half.
I'd say 75%.
Yeah. So I had a revelation 2 days ago.
Okay.
Checked my statement balance from the cruise we were just on
Mm-hmm.
and was charged roughly $340 in onboard gratuities.
Mm.
So I call Royal
Mm-hmm.
and I said, hey, I was charged almost $20. I was charged 14 times for this onboard gratuities. What is this? They're like, well, that's tips for your servers and your housekeeper and yada yada yada. And I said, I left tips on my own.
Right.
On top of, pretty sure you guys charged 18%
Every
tips
drink that you
every
got.
drink that I ordered. So we're gonna have to figure something out about this because I already paid tips and I paid my housekeeper cash when I
Right.
left. And they were like, okay, let's see what we can do about it. So I was like, I mean, like my bill was like almost $800, and
Yeah.
300 of that is tips, and I tipped on top of that. Like I tipped more than I got actual. Like I tipped like 130% then, in
Yeah.
theory, because if my bill's 800 and I tipped roughly 5, including the 350 from your guys's auto tips or whatever.
Right.
Then yeah, like okay, you want to take 20% of my bill? That's fine. I'm paying like 60% of my bill, and then on top of that, whatever I paid.
Right.
What's up with that? And they're like, okay, let's see what we can do. They credited me back half.
Dang.
So I got about 190 taken off. 120. No, 170 taken off. Something like that. So if you want to go on there and call Royal and be like, what the F's up to
I think it'd be better like if you charged that for somebody who had the drink package.
Yeah.
And didn't get charged that every time.
Well, and apparently, wish I'd have known this from, maybe okay, I'm not going to blame anybody for this, but apparently you can go to guest services on board and opt out of this. I did not know that. I've never put my card on file for a cruise. It's always been on someone else's card.
Fair.
Or I think I paid for the drink package and that's included the last time I was on one. So I didn't have to worry about that. But apparently you can go to guest services and opt out. And you don't have to pay $18.50 per person per day for these gratuities.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Would have been nice information to know prior to
cruising.
maybe getting off the boat, because you can only do it when you're on the boat.
They do it on purpose.
Exactly. So I said, maybe we had 3 people in our party that have been responsible for financials for our party of 6. I said we were all caught off guard by this onboard gratuity that was just included on our tab.
Yeah.
So next time, chill out.
Opt out.
Like $40 a day when I'm only spending maybe 80 to 100. That's a massive tip.
Oh, facts.
And then I tipped our housekeeper at the end, like $100.
Yeah.
That's pretty good for him.
Yeah, I was about to say, now I don't feel too bad for tipping him 15.
For $15.
That's all I had left in my wallet.
You're like, here you go. Well, you got charged 40 per day
Yeah.
for it.
So I don't feel bad.
Hey, don't feel bad about it.
All right. I'll have to tell Mr. Handy.
Thanks.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good,
thank
Handy.
you.
Thanks.
Good deal.
I hope you don't hate me, Handy.
No.
Who was our guy? Harold?
No, Handy.
No, who hooked us up with the drinks?
Harold.
At the
He had a nice little comb over too.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had curly hair like that dude.
Hooked me
I'd
up
work
with the what was that drink called? that I got,
Desert,
that non-alcoholic
the
one.
Aqua Gay Spritz.
Yeah, the faggot queer cocktail.
Yep. Queer tail.
Cocktail. Yeah, emphasis
A
on
literal
cock.
cocktail.
Literally.
Speaking of cocktails,
yeah,
would you say we try a beer?
let's do it. Today, as Stone gets it out of his own SOKZ Lone Star sponsored mini fridge.
Breeding and training the best UK Labradors for the modern day sportsman.
Why don't you tell us what we have here today?
Dude, this is funky looking.
Yeah. Boom.
Love it. Just kinda
Yeah. Got a rack on her, huh?
crazy. What is it called?
It's like an anime.
Sour True Love.
What the?
You did this on purpose.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, you got about an anime chick, an anime robot with some tatas.
There's probably some people in the world that would really love this can.
Oh yeah. Is that
Raspberry
from Martin House?
Sour Ale. Yes, it is from Martin House Brewing Company.
Located in Fort Worth, Texas.
And it is a raspberry sour ale with 5.2% alcohol.
A little buzzy.
Not bad. Has a government warning.
Oh. Don't drink while pregnant.
Yeah, don't drink while. Nice. Yeah, no description or anything like that. Cool.
Just a baddie on a canny.
Baddie on a caddy.
Boom, baby. Give some. Whoa. Have we gotten anything regarding Senate Bill 3 yet for our friends over at Wild Revival?
I honestly don't know. We can fill it up since George isn't here.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful gold color.
Oh, I wasn't expecting gold out of that.
I wouldn't either.
Oh, that might fall.
That will fall.
There we go. Let's see. Senate Bill 3 Texas status. We have, as of June 18th, today. Is that today? Yep. Texas Senate Bill 3 has been sent to Greg Abbott for his review and a potential approval. So same as it's been the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Bro's taking his sweet time.
Well,
Well,
he can only roll so fast, you know.
that's fair. You know, when you're handicapped,
Joke.
leave it to leave it to Texas to have a handicapped governor, huh?
All right.
Figured that'd be more of a Mississippi thing or something,
Honestly.
or maybe
But that's more like mentally handicapped.
they're just retarded over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
They hold elections, and it's like who can
We
Who can
don't.
make
We
the-
don't. We don't want to know about the elections they hold over there.
who can make the most grilled cheeses at midnight.
That's about right.
Yeah, who can peel the most crawfish? All right, whoever can peel the most crawfish,
Peel.
yeah, you can be the senator of Mississippi.
They just walk by. That's a bad mother.
Yeah.
right there.
That dude peeled 1,400 crawfish in just under an hour, and that's why he's our
Nobody's
leader.
ever done it.
That's why he's our leader.
I'll follow him anywhere.
Yeah. And then in Arkansas, they're just like, all right, who molested the most little boys?
Little boys.
Yeah, you know how they do it in Arkansas.
Oh, that's true.
How many family members are also your wives?
Oh, not asking me. Okay.
No, yeah. I hope none.
None.
Okay,
None.
Good.
I
Glad.
don't think.
glad we, yeah. But you've been asked that before.
I have.
That your
I have
wife
been
is
mistaken.
your sister.
Yeah.
Or that you're-
Unfortunately.
yeah.
I think that just happens as you get older, though.
When you have
Till you get to like
Similar-
a certain
You
age.
have like similar dark features, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. But all right, well, we got this beautiful amber
Amber,
golden sour beer.
golden, rose.
Smells questionable.
I don't know.
I get a little raspberry.
Kind of just right off the tongue.
Mm.
Your face concerned me.
I can't really pin it down.
I like it.
You do?
Yeah.
I think I like it. I don't think I'd order it twice.
Fair.
Would you order it twice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It's just not very like sour. To
No.
me. It's just kind of like, well, it is sour, but it doesn't really have a lot of raspberry, personally.
No. Just has a lot of sour.
All right. What are you giving that? The sour true love.
I'd probably give it a 7.8.
Ooh, I like that number. I'm gonna go 7.2.
That's fair.
So 7.5
I'm with it.
for the sour true love. of.
I think that's the farthest apart on the score that we've been
I think you
in
might
a
be
long
right.
time.
Yeah. I wonder what that one was. For the first follower that can find the furthest score that we've had over the past 103 episodes, we will give you a prize. Let us know in the comments
We
down
may
below.
not give you a prize.
Yeah, we're
Probably won't.
We're very bad at giving.
We'll give you a shirt.
Yeah, we'll make. You'll have. Yeah,
you'll have the fourth made shirt. 2 beers and Mike.
That's right. We will actually make t-shirts for the first time. If you can find this. If you can find this and comment down below and let us know. Fredo, looking at you. We will drop a merch line.
That would be fun.
What would we do? Hats? Jerseys?
Koozies.
100%. Easy. Yeah.
I think you start with a koozie.
You do that, yeah.
Yeah. 2 beers and a mic.
What about like a brewmate type can holder?
Can holder.
Yeah, like the ones that keep your cans cold.
A koozie.
The metal. Well, yeah.
No,
Does a koozie?
I know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Does a koozie keep your can cold?
Oh, heck yeah. And it keeps my hand from getting too cold, too.
Does a foam... How do you even spell koozie?
Cuzzy? No, that's cuzzy. Coosie.
Koozie. Does a foam koozie? That's weird. Keep your drink cold. Wish we had a guy looking up our stuff, but he's on vacation. Too. Jeez. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
A foam koozie does a good job of keeping your drink cold. Foam koozies are designed with insulation properties that help to slow down the transfer of heat from the surrounding environment to your beverage. This helps to maintain the drink's temperature for a longer period, keeping it colder than it would be without the koozie.
Oh, a Foster's koozie.
Oh, we've talked about this.
Yep.
An oil can koozie.
The big koozie.
We'll call it what would we call it?
The big cuzzy.
The big cuzzy. That'd be a perfect name for that.
Yeah, it would.
We have the little cuzzy for the skinny cans.
And the big cuzzy.
And the big cuzzy.
For the oil tankers.
Yeah, boy. We love those Foster's oil cans, Asa.
Dude, they're so gross.
Ugh.
I can't stand them. So yeah, 7.5.
7.5 for the sour true
Good
love.
Score.
Good catch. Hey, that was better than most.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was a little bit of spillage.
That's all right. I don't really care. Adds an interesting vibe to the room.
Should have known better.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I used one of our sponsors, Hot Crispy Oil.
Hot crispy oil.
Yeah. Used it on some chicken breast that I made the other day.
It's
and
gas.
It was perfect. Had a little green beans on the side.
Little zing-zang.
Little mac and cheese.
Mm.
Dude, slathered that chicken. First I was like, oh no, I have no oil for my Blackstone. And I was like, I know what would be perfect. So I just drizzled a little bit of that hot crispy oil on.
I bet that was good.
Dude. So that was like my base oil. And then I just kind of like took a scoop of like the shallots, garlic, and hot peppers and stuff, and I put it on top, and then I flipped it, and I put a little more on top.
I bet that would be good.
It was that perfect blend of heat with it just adds so much like good flavor
just
to
good
it.
flavor to it.
Yeah.
I would even put it on my eggs, honestly.
Ooh,
I bet that would be
fire.
really good. Like a little egg sandwich or something, egg bacon sandwich.
What else would you put it on?
I would probably put it on.
I'd put it on some green bean. I'd put it on some mac and cheese.
I'd put it on
whip
green beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever air fried green beans?
No.
It's good.
Like with a breading?
No.
Oh, just did it in the air fryer?
Yeah.
I don't
You just
think
cook them
so.
in the air fryer. It's
That
good.
sounds fire.
It's really good.
There's a place in Paris that does fried green beans.
Oof.
You like
I know
fried
that's
green-
good.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
with some like they have like a sriracha. You know what I'd do? I'd put some of that hot crispy oil and a little bit of ranch. Stir it up. I bet that would be gas.
Dip some mozzarella sticks in it.
Ooh,
Breadsticks.
potato skins.
Yeah.
What's your favorite bar appetizer? I know that's tough.
Bar. I would probably say honestly, probably chips and queso. It's got to be a good queso though.
Would you count wings as because it typically is on the appetizer menu, but it's kind of a meal. It's kind of like I would consider it a starter.
Fair. It depends on how many wings. If it's 6 or less, yeah, it's a starter.
Shareable
Yeah.
at the table. My favorite when done right is mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
With some marinara
I
and
do
some
love mozzarella
ranch.
sticks. It makes me want Chili's.
Dude, when we went to yeah, we should go to Chili's.
Triple dipper.
Oh, don't get me started.
Mm.
When we go to Bearded Monkey again,
We do.
remember those fried pickles?
Those would be good.
They gave us a mound of fried pickles.
Yeah, they did.
And if you put some of that hot crispy oil on that,
Mm.
ooh, so good.
I'd be sitting there for a minute.
Dude, there's some things. I'm gonna look on their website really quick. There are some things from Hot Crispy. I was looking at it the other day, and I was like, I need some of these things. Let's see.
Have you gotten your wisdom teeth taken out? No.
They breach the surface and then they just quit.
That's nice.
So I'm hoping it stays that way. Yeah, I'm excited to see the videos. I hope Kennedy does a good job.
That's what she said.
It's gonna be
I
great.
hope I don't get myself
Why don't you
in
just
trouble.
hop on a live stream on the Two Beers Instagram account?
Yeah. That'd be a great idea. That'll be the first thing that I remember to do, actually.
There's yeah, right. There's a where was I going with this? Oh, there's a method to like do some sort of pre-ritual before getting your wisdom teeth out, and it makes it a lot less painful after the fact. I can't remember what exactly it is, but
well, that helps.
Sorry. But there's something.
There's something. I'll find it.
So there's a hot crispy oil. I'll find it after this. There's a aioli, so a spicy garlic dip and spread.
I bet that's good.
That's probably gas.
I get that on my Subway sandwiches.
Ooh, hot crispy oil crispies. Good job. Good kick. They have I thought they had a honey, a hot honey.
I bet that would be good.
They have to have a hot honey.
If not, come out with the hot honey. Dude.
Yeah,
what
why are you
doing?
not? And we'll call it the 2 Beers Hot Honey. Oh, they already have it. Okay, so they have they have their own hot honey. That's what I would get. I'd get the hot honey and I get the aioli. I think
I'd put the hot honey on pizza.
Yeah,
dude. There was one pizza place that was so good when I was younger that I went to in Colorado, and they brought you the pizza, right? But then after, you weren't supposed to eat the crust until after, and they would bring around a cup of organic honey.
Ooh.
And you would dip the crust in the honey, bro.
Dude,
man,
it was the best. What kind of crust was it?
It was like puffy but flaky, and just it's like if a thin crust just expanded out and became just like that perfect like crunch, you know.
Where did you go to Colorado for skiing?
It was for a mission trip that I went on it for. We went with the youth group at the time. But I also, have you ever been to Lambert's?
Sounds familiar.
So it's a place where they throw rolls at you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I want to go back to that place, but it's in Missouri. So
I've never been, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, we should all make a little weekend trip. That would be fun.
Branson.
Branson.
You want to go to Branson? Let's all go to Branson.
That sounds fun.
That's our first 2 Beers trip.
No.
Great Wolf Lodge.
That would be, dude. Have you been to Great Wolf Lodge since you've been a kid?
Mm-mm.
I remember going in there once. I can't remember what it was for, and I looked around and I was just like, this wasn't quite what I remember.
Yeah,
dude. It used to be so cool. Or
used to have like little forts and stuff in your room and stuff. There were like little wolf lodges and like the indoor water park and all that. Yeah.
Now it just looks kind of run down.
We never went to any water parks really. We went to this one called Wet and Wild in Arizona, and then we went to Schlitterbahn when I was like, I don't know, 7th grade maybe. That was fun.
Dang.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I think
I only got to
Schlitterbahn
go once.
temporarily closed. Well, we looked at that in the winter, and I'm pretty sure it was temporarily closed. It might be open now. Schlitterbahn would be fun.
Schlitterbahn would be fun.
Would George get in the pool with his wife beater on?
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Just, what do you think? Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
No. We'll wait for him to be here to defend himself at least.
That's fair.
Or to see his sad little face whenever we're making fun of him.
Yeah. So how's been being nicer to him since the last time we were all together?
Great. I really don't think we've talked that much. So it's been super easy.
I haven't seen him, so it's been really easy.
Yeah. I've been doing great at it.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, the next time we're here.
Yeah.
I think it'll be all right.
You think it'll be all right?
Yeah.
That'll be sometime early July. This will release on the 1st, so be sometime like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
We can do a 4th of July special.
Could.
Do we have any plans for that yet?
4th of July?
Yeah.
No. Probably just The boat?
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Boatcast?
Boatcast.
Part 3?
Part 3.
But our boatcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would just throw George on the tube back there and
yeah, we'll give him a mic.
see what happens.
We'll give him one of the crappy mics.
That would be funny.
Because we already have the good ones. We'll just give him one of the crappy ones and just be like, you know what? If it goes, it goes.
Facts.
Just good content.
You're right.
Or we'll put it on them. I wonder if there's waterproof ones.
Oh, for sure.
You need to get a GoPro. You have a GoPro.
I do have a GoPro. It's waterproof too.
We'll put it on. Well, yeah. I hope so. Aren't they all?
No.
No?
Not up until like the Series 7.
Oh. I
They
didn't know that.
after that they became waterproof.
Because a lot of things are pretty much waterproof now. Every
Yeah.
like new.
Even your phone.
I mean, yeah.
It's waterproof up to like what, 8 feet, 10 feet?
15 meters, I think. Which is when the I mean, it can't like stay submerged, but 15 meters is when the pressure differs.
Mm.
So like that's when a lot of divers have to like when they dive at 15, I think it's 15 meters. It might be 15 feet. They have to equalize their pressure in their tank, or else they'll just. Yeah, no.
Dude, that's like those people that just got crushed in by the submarine.
Did you see? I saw a visual, like an
yeah.
AI visual of what happened to them. It was pretty much instant. So
Yeah.
at least it was like, all right.
There wasn't any pain.
But
God, dude,
woo!
I wouldn't want to do that.
No.
Like, no.
Oh, what are you getting out? Your molars?
Next Wednesday.
Wisdom teeth removal pre-op tip. This is all freaking. No, there's like you drink pineapple juice.
I think that's for something else.
Oh well, maybe it's a double whammy. But I saw someone say like maybe like it was like 3 or 4 days leading up to it. They would drink like a certain amount. You probably find it on TikTok, but they drank like a glass of pineapple juice a day.
Dang.
Until the surgery, but then the after effects were like nothing. I don't know what pineapple juice does other than make your
taste good.
Your snake spit tastes good.
Ugh.
Yeah. Worm spit, really.
Worm spit. Yeah, I was about to say.
Your groundhog.
Groundhog.
Or what are they called? Moles. Voles. Your vole spit. Yeah, I think it'll help with the wisdom teeth removal.
Great. You're just gonna have to wish me luck, dude.
Oh, I wish I could be there.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Your toes still painted?
Huh?
Toes still painted?
They are.
Nice.
Very beautifully.
Very nice. Very nice. Are those new? Long class?
You got them for me.
So
for Christmas.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
So semi-new.
Semi-new.
They're sick.
Thanks, man.
I like the color scheme.
I love them too. Well, you can wish me luck on the next podcast. Hopefully I don't get dry sockets.
Ooh, what does that do?
It just like makes you like bleed a lot and it gets infected. But
well, at least the velos will kick in faster.
Yeah, exactly. Just pop one of them puppies right in the hole.
Yeah, right in there.
He's like,
you'll be fine.
You have something back in. You have a gauze stuck in there. Oh, that's not a gauze.
No.
Yeah, I can't smoke or dip or use straws or drink sodas for a week.
They didn't say anything about velos though.
Yeah, I can't dip.
That's tough. You're gonna be cranky.
Yeah. Fuck, man. All right.
Let's get out of here. Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Damn it.